All right, part 2. We are going to calculate interest, but this time we're going to talk about compound interest. So there's two different kinds of interest. We talked about simple interest in the last video, and then we're going to talk about compound interest. Okay. So this one's a little bit more complex. Don't let the formula freak you out. You have a calculator, so it's okay. But compound interest is earned both on the principal and the interest previously earned. So, okay, let's say you put money in a bank account, right? And you want to leave it in there for 2 years. The first year, you're going to get interest on only what you put in the beginning. So I put $100 in, right? The interest that I earn is going to be on that $100. Year 2 is going to be on your $100 and then also the interest of what you get that year. So say you earn $20 in interest. You're going to get interest on the 120. So it's going to be compounded. It's going to add the interest and then give you more interest for it. So if you're investing money, this is the one you want to go with. If you're borrowing money, you probably don't want to get this one because it will come out more. You're going to have to pay more back. So let's just define it. I'm sorry I made that big old spill, but it's along those lines, and you'll see. Don't worry. Compound interest is interest earned on the principal. Remember, principal is the initial amount on the principal plus interest previously earned. Think of it as interest on interest. So you get interest and you're going to get interest on top of it. It's just going to keep going depending on how many years you go. All right, so let's look at the formula. And we're going to go A equals P, 1 plus the rate to the power of T. Okay, and I said don't get freaked out by the formula. You're given this on the star chart, so it's not, you don't have to memorize it or anything. You just have to memorize what the letters mean. Okay? A is amount at the end. Okay, so after how many times you invest it, that's how much is going to be in your account. P again is your principal. R is the rate. And T again is time in years. Okay. So let's look at an example. Let's see. So we have a deposit of $2,400. That's going to be deposited for 8 years, compounded annually with an interest rate of 4.5%. Okay, so let's identify what we have. 2,400 is the P. 8 is the rate. Compounded annually is the, no. Don't lie, Miss Reyes. 8 is the time in years, and 4.5 is the rate. And we're going to write this as 0.045, okay? We've got to move the decimal over twice, okay? So let's put it in our formula. We don't know what A is. A equals P. P is 2,400. Parentheses 1 plus the rate, 0.045, to the power of T, 8 years. Okay, and all we're going to do now is put this in our calculator. Let's see if I can remember it. Okay, so we get 2,400 parentheses, because I'm doing it exactly how it shows. I'm not changing anything up. 1 plus 0.045, close parentheses. Remember, this one is to the power of 8 years. Enter. we get 3,413.04. Yes. Okay. So let's write that down. So A is going to equal 3,413.04. So that's the amount in my bank account after 8 years. Okay. So what about the interest? I need to figure out the interest. Okay, so if this is how much I have in there after 8 years, and this is how much I put in there at the very beginning, I need to find my interest. So I'm just going to subtract. So 3,413.04 minus 2,400 to find my interest. And I'm going to do that. 2,400 minus 3,413.04 equals 1,013.04. So I'm going to put that in there. And that is how much my interest is. 1,000, just like that. Perfect. All right. Let us see. We could do one more. So we deposit 15,000 into a bank account for 6 months. Compound at an annual interest rate of 7%. Okay, so 15,000 is our principal for 6 months. That's our time. Okay, I'm going to write it in years though. So 6 months is a half of year. So I'm going to put it to the power of 0.5. And my rate is 7%. I'm moving the decimal over twice. So R is equal to 0.07. And now I'm going to put it in my formula. A equals P1 plus the rate to the power of T. Okay, so A equals P, 15,000, parentheses 1 plus the rate, 0.07, to the power of T, 0.5. All right, I'm going to put that in my calculator. So 15,000, parentheses 1 plus the rate, to the power of 0.5. What happened here? It's whoopsie, 0.7 to the power of 0.5. Okay, so we get 15,516.12. When I put that in my calculator, just like that. Okay, so this is how much I started with. This is how much I'm ending with. What is my interest? What is the change? So I'm going to subtract it. And simple math will get me 516.12. That is my interest, if they are asking for my interest. All right, so that's it.